just a moment. But first, on the story we touched on here, the Senate Intelligence Committee yesterday released a nearly 1,000-page report on the 2016 Trump campaign's ties to Russia. The bipartisan report goes further than special counsel Robert Mueller's report in detailing the extent to which the Trump campaign sought help from a foreign power to win the 2016 presidential election. Approved by the committee's Republican majority, the Senate report found that President Trump had discussed hacked emails with Roger Stone, despite the president telling Mueller that he didn't recall doing so.
Under oath.
Really?
Under oath. He lied under oath.
Last month, the president...
Where I come from in the Redneck Riviera, we call that perjury.
Yeah. Last month, the president commuted Roger Stone's sentence after he was convicted of 7 felony crimes. The report also cited testimony and other information provided by several witnesses referring to the possible existence of compromising tapes and witness accounts of Trump's conduct with women during past visits to Moscow. But the allegations were not confirmed, and the report stressed that it could not establish that Russia had collected compromising material on Trump. The Senate Intelligence Committee affirmed Mueller's investigation and Stone's prosecution on the subject of WikiLeaks, saying in part, quote, staff on the Trump campaign sought advance notice about WikiLeaks releases, created messaging strategies to promote and share the materials in anticipation of and following their release, and encouraged further leaks. So to talk about all of this.
I'm going to go to Willie with this for a second, because we need to underline that.
Yeah.
Willie, so
blaring
Donald
headline.
Trump, and I'm going to speak slowly because some of his hacks on Capitol Hill and some of his hacks off Capitol Hill love to say no hoax, no collusion, that this is a hoax. Donald Trump openly accepted what he knew to be Russian help. He was told by the intel communities in August, that Russia had stolen material and that they were going to, the Russian, GRU, was going to use WikiLeaks to launder their stolen information. What did Donald Trump do with that information? He used it. And not only did he use it, knowing that he was promoting an asset of Russia's spy agency, he went around saying, we love WikiLeaks. I love WikiLeaks. And he used that information over the last month of the campaign, knowing, again, that this was all in coordination with Russia. And that was in the Senate report. That's well known to everyone. Likewise, of course, I just have to say this, too. Trump's foreign policy advisor, his national security advisor, his campaign chairman, his deputy campaign chairman, his personal lawyer, his political consultant, and his attorney general were all busted for lying to the feds or Congress about their contacts with Russia. This Republican report lays all of it out in the starkest of terms.
It does, and the argument from President Trump, from Roger Stone, anyone else swept up in the Mueller report, has been that we were passive observers, that yes, maybe Russia interfered in the election, but we were just watching. What this report says, again, and you said it at the top, but it's worth underlining, this is a Republican-led committee. Of course, Republicans are in the majority in the Senate. Richard Burr, Senator of North Carolina, leads the Senate Intel Committee. This is a Republican-led, bipartisan report, exhaustive report, almost 600 pages, shows that not only did Russia interfere, but that the campaign willingly accepted what they dug up in their interference, and that Roger Stone actively worked to get those WikiLeaks emails, that, as you said, Donald Trump went out and touted those emails on the campaign trail, saying, we love WikiLeaks, cited information from those emails on the campaign trail. This Senate report also talks about Paul Manafort helping, working alongside Russians to get information, to get these WikiLeaks emails out. It is clear, once again, yet another report showing not only did Russia interfere, but that the Trump campaign in 2016, make no mistake, willingly accepted and used that information.
Well, and also, Mika, it was coordinated. You had Stone coordinating it. You had Stone talking to WikiLeaks. You had Stone talking to Trump. They knew when all of this was coming out. You had Stone on the day of the Access Hollywood tape coming out, pushing to get the WikiLeaks information out there because he wanted to stir the pot up and have a distracting headline. So again, anybody that talks about a Russian hoax, as I said weeks ago, as I wrote in a Washington Post column a few weeks ago, they're just going to look like absolute fools and useful idiots throughout history.
Americans may be worn down by the onslaught, but this is a moment where leaders in Washington better get on the same page.